Materials should help learners to develop confidence. It can also help if the activities encourage learners to use and to develop their existing extra-linguistic skills, such as those which involve being imaginative, being creative, and being analytical. The materials should require and facilitate learners' self-investment. Many resources have written about the value of learning activities that require the learners to make discoveries for themselves with the inductive or deductive methods. The materials should expose the learners to language in authentic use. It is necessary because the learners need experience of how the language is typically used. But it's not sufficient because they also need to notice how it's used and to use it for communicative purposes themselves. The materials should provide the learners with opportunities to use the target language to achieve communicative purposes. Using the language for communications involves attempts to achieve a purpose in a situation in which the content, strategies, and expression of the interaction are determined by the learners. Materials should take into account that the positive effects of instruction are usually delayed. Okay, the acquisition results from the gradual and dynamic process of internal generalization rather than from instant adjustment to the learner's internal grammar. It follows that learners cannot be expected to learn a new feature and be able to use it effectively in the same lesson. The materials should take into account that learners differ in learning styles. So, well, these learning styles is when the learners prefer to see a language writing down, or the auditory when the learners prefers to practice a language, or the kinesthetic when the learners prefer to do something physical, yeah, or an instruction for a game, or studial when the learners like to pay conscious attention to the linguistic feature of the language and want to be corrected, or the experiential. This is when the learners like to use the language and are more concerned with communication than with correctness. For the analytic, learners prefer focus.